I should have run the first night I saw him. But when Lucian stepped from the shadows of that rain-soaked alley, his eyes burning like embers in the dark, something inside me recognized him. Not from memory. From something deeper. Something written in my blood. "You shouldn't be here," he whispered, his voice like silk dragging across broken glass. I couldn't move. Couldn't breathe. The logical part of my brain screamed danger, but my heart, my traitorous heart, whispered *homestar. "Neither should you," I managed, gripping my keys like they could protect me from whatever he was. He smiled then, and I saw them. Fangs. Delicate. Deadly. Beautiful. Too late for both of us, I'm afraid. 3 weeks earlier. The dreams started after my 25th birthday. Always the same, a man with midnight hair and eyes like dying stars, calling my name through centuries of darkness. I'd wake with tears on my cheeks and a longing so fierce it physically hurt. My best friend Maya said it was stress. My therapist suggested sleep medication. But I knew better. Something was coming for me. Something I'd been waiting for my entire life. "What are you?" I asked him that night in the alley, even though part of me already knew. "Damned," Lucian said simply. He moved closer, and I should have stepped back. Should have screamed. Instead, I lifted my chin, meeting his gaze. "And you, Elena, are my bloodmate. The one soul in all of existence bound to mine." "That's impossible." "Is it?" His fingers brushed my cheek, so cold they burned. "Then why does your pulse sing to me? Why have I searched 300 years for you? Why do you dream of me every night?" My knees went weak. He caught me, his arms steel wrapped in ice. "I don't understand," I whispered against his chest. "You will," he promised. "But first, you need to know what loving me will cost." Over the following weeks, Lucian told me everything. He was one of the original's ancient vampires cursed by a witch's dying breath. The curse was simple and cruel. Each original would find their perfect mate, their bloodmate, once in their immortal lifetime. And loving that mate would destroy them both. "Every bloodmate pairing has ended in tragedy," Lucian said, his hands trembling as he held mine. "The bond grows stronger until it consumes us. The vampire becomes obsessed, loses their humanity. And the human. What happens to the human?" I demanded. His eyes met mine, full of centuries of pain. "They die. Always. The bond drains their life force, feeding the vampire's obsession until there's nothing left." I should have walked away then. Should have chosen life over this impossible, dangerous love. But I was already too far gone. "Maybe we'll be different," I said. Lucian's laugh was broken. That's what they all believed. He tried to stay away. For 2 days, I didn't see him. I barely slept. Barely ate. My skin felt too tight, my blood too hot. Every nerve in my body screamed for him. On the 3rd night, he appeared in my bedroom window, his eyes wild, his control shattered. "I can't stay away," he rasped. "The bond, Elena, it's killing me." I crossed the room and pulled him inside. "Then stop trying." Our first kiss tasted like forever and damnation. His hands tangled in my hair, gentle despite the desperation radiating from him. When his lips moved to my throat, I tilted my head, offering. "Not yet," he whispered against my skin. "Once I taste you, there's no going back." "I don't want to go back," I told him. "I want to go forward. With you. Even if forward meant falling into darkness." 3 months into our forbidden love, I started having new dreams. Not of Lucian, but of a woman with silver hair and knowing eyes. "You're seeing Morgana," Lucian said when I described her. His face went pale, paler than death. "The witch who cursed us. Why would I see her?" "I don't know. She's been dead for 3 centuries. But that night, Morgana came to me again. This time, she spoke. The curse can be broken, child. But the price is one he'll never pay. I woke with her words burning in my mind and a terrible suspicion taking root. I spent days in the city's oldest library, buried in texts about vampire curses and blood magic. What I found made my hands shake. The curse could be broken, but only if the vampire killed their bloodmate before the bond fully formed. A willing sacrifice. Love murdered by the hand that cherished it most. I understood then. This was Morgana's true revenge, not just death, but forcing vampires to choose between love and survival. To become monsters by their own hand. And Lucian would never choose survival. He'd rather burn. I didn't tell him what I'd learned. Instead, I loved him harder, fiercer, storing up every moment like treasure. But the bond was growing stronger. I could feel it draining me, see it in the mirror, the dark circles, the pallor, the way my hands shook. I was fading. And Lucian was changing too. More possessive. More volatile. The humanity in his eyes dimming day by day. We were running out of time. Elena, he said one night, his voice ragged with fear. You're dying. I can feel it. We need to. I know how to break the curse, I interrupted. Hope flared in his eyes, beautiful and terrible. How? I took a breath. Made my choice. You have to kill me, I said. Before the bond completes. It has to be willing. It has to be you. The hope shattered. No. Lucian. No. He gripped my shoulders, desperate. I won't. I'll find another way. There is no other way. Tears streamed down my face. Don't you see? This is Morgana's revenge. She wanted you to become the monster everyone feared. But you can choose differently. You can let me go. You can survive. Without you, survival is just another word for hell. That night, Lucian disappeared. I searched everywhere, growing weaker by the hour. The bond was nearly complete now. I could feel it, a golden chain around my heart, pulling tighter. I found him at dawn, standing on the cliff where we'd first said I love you. I can't do it, he said without turning. I've killed thousands in my long life, Elena. But I cannot kill you. Then we'll both die, I said, joining him at the edge. The bond will consume us. You'll lose yourself completely, and I'll fade to nothing. I know. He finally looked at me, and his face was wet with bloody tears. So I've made my choice. Before I could ask what he meant, he pulled me into his arms and stepped off the cliff. We fell together into the sunrise, and for one perfect, eternal moment, we were free. The bond sang between us, complete at last, burning brighter than the sun that would destroy him. This was his downfall. His choice. Not murder, but sacrifice. Not becoming the monster, but remaining the man who loved me too much to harm me. Even if it meant his destruction. I woke in a hospital 3 days later. They said a hiker found me at the base of the cliff, barely alive. They said it was a miracle I survived. They didn't find a body beside me. Only ashes scattered in the wind. The bond was gone. I could feel its absence like a missing limb. The curse had broken not through murder, but through love's ultimate sacrifice. Lucian had found the loophole Morgana never imagined, a vampire who loved his bloodmate more than immortality, who would choose death with her over eternity without her. Some nights, I still dream of him. But now, he's smiling. Free. And I carry him with me in the scar on my heart, in the ashes I keep in a locket, in the story I'll tell until my last breath. I was his bloodmate. And his downfall. And his salvation. In darkness, we found light. In death, we found freedom. In love, we found everything. Do well to like, subscribe and leave a comment. See you later.